Hello everyone and welcome to your favorite news show, Erongo Talk. My name is Leandria Lowe and today we are giving you some dunes and some beach vibes. Now as usual, we bring you the latest news, the sports news, weather and tides, and then for our interview, we show you some of the action that took place over the weekend here in Swakopmund. Now on Saturday we had the Swakopmund rally. Now Allan Martin, who's the organizer, is going to talk about the Shell V-Power rally that took place. And then on Sunday we had the Rotax Max challenge, that is a national leg 8 of the go-kart championships, where we're going to show you some of the action that happened there as well on Sunday. So please stay tuned. We'll be right back after this. And now it's time for your news. Now, consumers were dealt a heavy blow on Black Friday. Now, Andres Simon, the Senior Public Relations Officer of the Ministry of Mines and Energy, announced that the ministry had completed the fuel price review for December. Now, according to Simon, the ministry found itself at a crossroad during the review period, and after exhausting all avenues and for the sake of keeping the NEF balance healthy, resolved to adjust the fuel prices for petrol and for diesel by 70 cents per litre effective from 1 December 2021, and that is on Wednesday. Now the petrol pump prices in Walvis Bay, that is the port of entry, will thus become $15.65 per litre, and that of diesel $15.58 per litre. Now fuel prices countrywide are expected to be adjusted accordingly, and members of the public are encouraged to report any breach of this order to the Ministry of Mines and Energy. Now secondly, after 18 months after the corona crisis brought the tourism industry to its knees, government is in the process of developing a tourism sector recovery plan. Now in the coming weeks, the first draft will be presented to all stakeholders nationwide. Now the first such meeting took place in Swakopmund on Tuesday. After all input has been given, the plan will be submitted to Cabinet with the aim of stimulating the sector. We don't have to beat about the bush. The consequences of the pandemic have been catastrophic, says Sebulon Chikalo, Director of Tourism in the Ministry of Tourism. Now according to him, the plan is set to be implemented from 2022 to 2024 as international organizations expect the industry to recover thereafter. Now the plan lists 5 strategic interventions and 14 programs that government intends to implement. But you can head on over to our website, that's www.erongo.com.na, to read more on what's happening here in the mighty Erongo region.
Tell us about the program for today.
Yeah, I mean, we've got the last leg. It's leg 8 of the Rotax Max Challenge Namibia.
Yes.
So it's a championship out of 8 legs, and today is the final. And yeah, the first heat is done for all 6 classes. So we have a small break now, and then we go into heat 2 and heat 3, and then tonight we've crowned the champions of the season now.
The champions for the season in various categories.
Correct. We've got 6 categories. From the Bambino class, the smallest one, it's from kids from 5 to about 8.
Yes.
And then obviously we've got different age groups up to the adults.
Yes.
And all 6 classes, the champion will be crowned today.
In terms of laps being raced, how many laps for the day?
It's different. The Bambinos, they do 15 laps on this track.
Yes.
All the other classes do 22 laps. Besides the Masters, they are not so fit anymore. They do 15 laps.
Okay. I'm in the company of Nikki Benker. How are you doing, Nikki?
Good, and with you?
I'm fine, I'm fine. So tell me, you are a go-kart racer.
Yeah, and I also do MX, but I know I can do MX again.
So when did you start doing the sport?
My first race when I was 6, so I cannot do that. Now this is my first time doing this.
Go-kart racing. And how's it been going for you?
Good, but I'm still a little bit scared to do with other cars.
Okay, so in what class do you race, Nikki?
I don't know, but I listened to see Walvis Bay, Walvis Bay Large School.
Okay, that's your school. But for the racing, in what category do you race?
I don't know.
Okay, is it for the kiddies?
Yes.
Yes. So how's the racing been for today?
It's been okay. Kart feels good. I just have a bit of a problem in some of the corners. So still working a bit on my setup. I've been struggling with setup now past few races, so still fiddling around with it.
Okay. So tell me, in terms of investment, how much do you spend on the sport?
I can't say. I'm not really the one spending the money. It's mostly my father.
Yes.
But yeah, there's a lot of effort that has gone into it. We have spent a lot of money on the sport itself, on my racing, and yeah, it really depends how far you want to go,
In the sport.
how much you want to put in.
Yes. In what class do you race?
I race in the DD2 open class with Ivan.
Okay. Okay. So how's racing been going since this morning?
Well, it's been going good. We only had one day of testing, which was Thursday on the track. I've never driven this track before or this way around. But it started off good with our base setup worked. We did a few tweaks here and there, driving style adjustments, markers on the track that I had to figure out myself, and yeah, so the races went good. Race 1, I started on pole and managed to slowly breach the gap, and then from the midsection of the race I started slowing down to just save my tires, and for heat 2 and 3.
As you can hear by the sound of it, it's going roaring here at the go-kart racing track in Swakopmund. The previous heat 2, Paul Oosthuizen, finished with a time of 12 minutes and 10 seconds, and then he was followed by Cecil Koorts, racing in car number 199. In third position was Heinrich Roos in car number 8, and then we had Travis Miel in car number 237. Quite some exceptionally fast times with cars going at around 110 kilometers per hour. Yes, it's where the action is happening right now. In the fifth position we had Goldback Mick, followed by Nikki Benker in position number 6, and then in 7th position was Ariana Slamet. Now the racing at the Rotax Go-Kart Championship kicked off early this morning with the registration process. Started at 7 up to 8, and then we had the driver's briefing at 8 o'clock, followed by warm-up rounds of the Bambino, Junior Max, Senior Max, Torino, the DD2 and the DD2M classes. After that we proceeded to the qualifying rounds, and first up was the Bambinos with a 10-minute. There's Richard Cecil Koorts Senior. Cecil Koorts Senior is taking the flag for his victory lap. Well deserved. Some excellent, breathtaking, adrenaline pumping racing action. the way from Windhoek.
All the way from Windhoek.
What?
Such an exciting day, wonderful day.
What made you take this long journey up to the coast?
Well, it's almost the final race of the year. We've been participating in all the races. This is probably our third race now for the year, and it's a final race for the year. So we had to be here in Swakopmund to participate in the race. Very exciting indeed.
Yes, your two kids are racing.
Yes, you're absolutely right. They are racing 91, 92, Nande Mandume.
So, as a father, how much do you put into the sport?
Well, it's not just about value, but it's also about time, energy, commitment. I think first and foremost, you need to have the commitment as a parent. And then also because it's an exciting sport for the kids, but not only for the kids, I think for the parents as well.
We are in the company of Mr. Osvaldo Mendes, the owner of Swakopmund go-kart track.
That's
How are you doing, sir?
I'm well.
So where did this initiative begin? Where does it come from?
It's a whole thing. I've been involved in motorsport, basically oval tracks and rallies for years.
Yes.
Beginning of last year with the COVID situation, we heard that R&R karting, which is Swakopmund track, was on the market. I approached the previous owner, we negotiated, and seeing that, my time has come most probably sooner or later to hang up my gloves. And I had I've got a grandson that he loves motorsport.
Yes.
So I thought, bring him into go-karts, start with the go-karts.
Yes.
And to start with the go-karts, I thought, maybe take the track over, start revamp the business, start with the business. And in that way, I would bring him on board.
Yes.
And
yes. Yes.
that he can start racing.
Yes. Is this the young man?
This is the young man.
How are you doing?
Good, and you?
What's your name?
Sebastian.
Sebastian.
And now we bring you some sport news. Now, Allan Martin and his navigator Maritha Olivier in their Skoda were crowned the overall winners in the third leg of the Shell V-Power Swakopmund Rally. Now, a total of 21 participants competed in the rally, which was stretched over 2 days. Now, 9 cars managed to complete the race, with 11 participants not finishing. One racer was disqualified shortly after the first stage for receiving outside assistance. Now, the overall winners for the S-Class were Martin and Olivier, who managed to complete the entire 9-stage rally in a time of 56 minutes and 20 seconds, followed by Yanni Kutsia and George Kutsia in a time of 1 hour and 5 minutes, and Steven Marnowick and Jodine van Zyl in a time of 1 hour and 27 minutes in the third position. Then Jan-Ray Dimpenaar and his navigator Guliam Visser clinched the overall top spot in the CR class in a time of 1 hour and 2 minutes, while they were followed by Dirk Redman and Flippy Lievenberg in a time of 1 hour and 10 minutes, and in the third position were Michael Rust and Chantal Taliad in a time of 1 hour and 16 minutes. But you can head on over to our website, that's www.erongo.com.na, to get the full results. Now, log leaders Wanderers 1 maintained their unbeaten form with a 9-wicket victory over MR 24/7 Walvis in a Premier League 50 overs match played at the Walvis Bay private high school grounds in Walvis Bay. That is on Saturday. Now, the Windhoek-based side leads the pack with 12 points after 3 matches played. The second place, which is the Windhoek High School Old Boys Cricket Club, defeated Trusco United 1 with 6 wickets in a match played at the Windhoek High School grounds. Now, the Windhoek High School Old Boys Cricket Club have 8 points, 2 wins and 1 loss after 3 matches played. Now, CCD follows in third position with 4 points, 1 win and 1 loss, having played 2 matches. Trusco United 1 and MR 24/7 Walvis are both without any wins after having played 2 games each. But like I said, you can head on over to our website, that's www.erongo.com.na, to get the full action of what happened there at the cricket. with us here is racing legend Allan Martin, and we are here just at the end point of the Shell V Power Swakopmund rally. Allan, how was the race?
Oh, the race was tough, amazing. It started off bad. Personally, I had oil problems, my crank seal packed up, and I came home with, fortunately, no damages to my engine. I managed to get a part. Luckily, we had a bunch up to the night stage, and I had enough time to fix the car, so I was back in the race again. Today was Saturday. It started off not too bad. We started late because there wasn't so much stages for the day to do, but the weather didn't play together. It was bad. The wind was blowing. It was hot, and we lost a lot of cars because of heat, sand, bad roads. But it was bad for everybody, and you needed to pace yourself. But the rally was a very, very tough rally. So I think we lost more than half of our
Participants.
Yes, definitely.
Sure. Now this rally started last night, Friday night already, and then we heard there was an issue with spectators. Can you just please tell us a bit about that?
We tried to bring the sport to the people in the sense of bring it as close as possible to them. We call it a special stage, and then it means we literally drive on public roads. So I know it's a give and take story where we ask for permission, and then people are supposed to help and maintain safety and keep the barriers and stuff like that. But last night it was so bad. It was all about health and safety, and they made a decision to cancel the stage because before we were injuring anybody or run somebody down, which will give motorsport a bad name, we decided to cancel the stage, and it was for the best.
Now, leg 4 is going to be in Walvis. What is your message to the spectators that side?
Oh, Walvis has got a great support. Unfortunately, I need to tell the Walvis people I normally steal more than 90% of their spectators to my side, but it's amazing to race there. The atmosphere is nice. Leg 4 is going to be in Walvis, and we would really want to support them. It's now I wasn't able to do the first leg because I had COVID, and then I won the second leg and third leg. So let's see if we can keep the straight path of winning in Walvis also. I don't want to count my chickens, but hope is all the best we can do.
Awesome. Now you're also organizer, you're a driver. How do you balance the two?
It's a bit difficult. People say that I have advantage over the street or roads because I write all the notes. I see the notes and I see the roads before them, but they don't realize I have to cover the same distance than anybody else. I have to listen to my navigator, and if I don't listen, I make mistakes like I did today. I also make mistakes. I'm not perfect, and it's a simple mistake will cost you your day. And mine, I nearly lost it twice today, but that's part of racing. And if you don't drive on the edge, you're not racing.
That's true. That's definitely true. Now, what's your plans for the festive season, Allan?
Festive season, I would want to go to Tony Rust on the 10th. I want to take Zachary, my son, to be able to go test his track car. We did so much modifications with lockdown, we couldn't race and see if it works or it didn't work. So I want to go that way, and there's not really much in motorsport that's going to happen, but I'm going to support MX in Swakop. There's going to be MX racing, and then they want to have a special event on the 27th of December, I think, where they're going to make one rally stage, but for the MX guys and Enduro guys. So I'm going to assist them in writing the road or the street for them so that they can see how the notice needs to be done and stuff like that. So that's basically, and then I don't think there's going to be fast bait this year.
Yeah, that's not.
So yeah, it's going to be a bit bad, but we're going to make the best of it.
Yeah. Now for next year, it's rally, ovals, drag racing. What's going to happen?
Not much. I had to cut down a lot with the business situation, taking a dip with this COVID situation. I hate talking about COVID, but it's reality. It will definitely be rally and circuit. Anything else is going to be on the spur of a moment thing, but it's not going to be planned. So I'm really going to concentrate on rally and circuit racing. Rally, we split the championship over 2 years, so I have to keep it up. I have to either win another 1 or 2 to be able to get the Namibian championship. And if I don't do that, then I'm wasting my time. So I'm going to have to consistently drive rally racing, and then we're going to do circuit just for the fun.
Awesome. No, thank you, Alan.
The national rally in Cape Town. I'm not sure the name of the rally, but it's a national rally, so it's going to be over 2 days, I think. And then I want to go to South Africa, but there's a few of us from Namibia that want to go support them and just go show our faces so that we can see if we can get blue blood to come to support us at the Tara rally next year.
It's a happy song. Take this ring and put it on a perfect smile, a perfect fit. We can't go wrong. Hey, let's stop the world. Just a boy and girl. Today we'll start together. Today we'll start forever. Ever, ever, oh. Ever, ever, oh. Today we'll start. What if we laughed?
In today's weather report, the sun was out 8 minutes past 6 and will set 33 minutes past 7. Walvis Bay will experience a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 21 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A west-southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. The sun was out 8 minutes past 6 and will set 32 minutes past 7. Swakopmund will experience a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A west-southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour. The sun was out 10 minutes past 6 and will set 32 minutes past 7. Walvis Bay will experience a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 14 and a maximum of 19 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A south-southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 15 kilometers per hour. The sun was out 7 minutes past 6 and will set 30 minutes past 7. Arandis will experience a maximum of 29 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 11 and a maximum of 30 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A west wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour. The sun was out 5 minutes past 6 and will set 27 minutes past 7. Usakos will experience a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 12 and a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A west-southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour. The sun was out 4 minutes past 6 and will set 25 minutes past 7. Karibop will experience a maximum of 36 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A west-southwesterly wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour. And lastly, the sun was out 5 minutes past 6 and will set 24 minutes past 7. Omaruru will experience a maximum of 37 degrees Celsius with a minimum of 13 and a maximum of 38 degrees Celsius predicted for tomorrow. A west wind will prevail with a speed of 13 kilometers per hour. And that was it for your weather report.
Unfortunately, that brings us to the end of today's episode of Erongo Talk, but you can always head on over to our website. That's www.erongo.com.na. That's www.erongo.com.na. You can also follow us on Facebook, on Twitter and on Instagram, or you can get in contact with us at 0811 7040. That's 0811 7040 on both WhatsApp and Telegram. Let us know what is happening in your town. Send us news tips, send us photos, send us videos. Let us know what you are going to do this festive season. Or if you'd like to see us somewhere, or you'd like to see someone here on Erongo Talk, 0811 7040 is your go-to number. Now it's the start of the week. It's filled with brand new opportunities. Please take care of yourselves. Please be responsible. We'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.